Hello, YouTube. It's Andre again. Just so you guys know, this is the same night. I just got a little cold, so I threw in a hoodie. I figured it's still early in the night. Night is still young, and I figured might as well go ahead crack out a couple of videos. But yeah, so like I said in the last video, also thank you guys for watching that. And if you haven't, hello. But like I said in my last video, first thing I'll talk about is my blackness. My blackness. Blackity black. I'm sorry, I really should probably do notes for these. I'll start to do those, but for this one, we're just gonna talk. First off, where I'm from, it's a bit whitewashed. Kind of, in a sense. School I went to had the largest population of black people in school because it was the only city school. There were three schools. There were three high schools, three middle schools, and like elementary schools, whatever. Nobody gives up elementary school. Without living elementary school. The middle and high schools that I went to were the only city schools. The other two were the county schools, so they of course had more white people in them. But the one that I went to, it had the rich white folk and then the black people. And growing up, I grew up in what I now know is the hood, but growing up, I didn't know it was the hood. To me, it was just my side of town. That's just where I lived. That's where my family lived. Auntie lived down the street. You know what I'm saying? Mama May and my granny lived over there. Cousins here, cousins. Come from a big old family, so cousins everywhere. You just walk everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows everybody. Everybody knows who you are because they know who your daddy is, and know who your granny is, and know who your mama is. So you can't act up because everybody can whoop you and tell your mama and your daddy, and then you get a whoop when you get home too. So, but see, that's the thing. I went to middle school. I went to high school, and I was always a bit different. Like I said, being gay, and just growing up as a child, I was the one that would sitting there writing in a notebook or reading a book. I wasn't playing video games. I wasn't out playing throw 'em up, beat 'em up with my brothers or smear the queer and all those little games. I didn't like all that. You know what I'm saying? It was hot. I was on the swim team. I was in the marching band. I played basketball for like a few years in elementary school. Wasn't that great. But then I played at the school with the kids I grew up with, the black kids, all my little crew. And then I wasn't too great on that one, so my dad sent me to the YMCA. I started playing, with the white folks kids, and I was pretty good at that. I was and the cookie jar, but I was also very aggressive. I got best defensive every year. I fouled out a lot. I didn't know what fouling out was. I thought they were just taking me out the game. I thought that was pretty rude. These mugs are shaking, ain't they? But yeah, growing up, I didn't really notice my race being an issue. I always knew I was black, but I didn't really understand what came with that. I knew that, yeah, they had enslaved some Africans, and yeah, those were kind of like my great grandparents, but like it's been a long time. You know what I'm saying? My aunties and my grannies didn't go through that. You know what I'm saying? And it took me a while to really realize that it really is not that far removed, and it's only changed. It hasn't really gone away. It's merely changed. You know what I'm saying? And that's due to who controls the media. You know what I'm saying? Who controls the information, who controls the school, and who controls everything. It's rich, white, males. You see what I'm saying? And we can even throw landowners in that because they own at least 53 million masses of land. And I'll say masses of land because all through, you know what I'm saying, they're on islands, parts of the U.S. They got streets named after them. You know what I'm saying? While, although black people can be landowners too, I'm just saying, stereotypically, our stuff's owned by the bank. You know what I'm saying? We pay them, and we don't, they take it back. That's one thing that I never really understood. How does a bank own something? Like, I know the bank teller don't just go live in the house, but whatever. Anywho, back to my blackness. Growing up, I felt more comfortable and more accepted among white people because I was so different from black people. Because in my eyes and the media that I saw, it always there was a certain type of black, and I didn't fit that description. And so I kind of felt alienated for that, but I also alienated myself as well at times. And due to that, as I got older, I didn't know how to interact with black people. I get to the point where I was afraid of black people. It didn't change until fall of 2018 was when it really changed for me. That was my freshman year of college. I'm a sophomore. I'm in my second semester of my sophomore year right now. It's still January 17th, 2020 right now. So I'm in my second semester of my sophomore year of high school, and I can't be any more different than I was this time last year, or a year and a half ago. And I'm so happy. I'm different now than I was last semester. Like I said, I grow each day, and I'm loving who I'm becoming. And I've lost a lot of people along the way. I've dropped a lot of people along the way, but I've also gained so many people as well. And each person has impacted me greatly, and I'm grateful for each person. You understand? And a lot of it's just because of everything that I've learned, you know what I'm saying, about Black history, African American history, African history, the history of my ancestors, the history of me, the history of my skin, and its journey, you know what I'm saying, from the motherland across the ocean to the U.S., through the plantations, up through the north. I'm from the south, but you know what I'm saying, up through there. I did some ancestry. I found out I got some people that was up in Virginia at one point or something. I don't know how we got back to Tennessee, but we here, squad. But yeah, when I got here to the university, the first night I moved to college, y'all. First off, for those of you who don't know, UTM is a predominantly white institution. I said I wanted to go to an HBCU, but that was because I wanted to go party, and I wanted to be immersed in everything like that. And my dad, because my parents been divorced since I was 3, so my dad and his ex-wife at the time, they had said they think that would be good for me. His wife was white or whatever, but still, even then, she even could see that I would benefit from being at an HBCU, and I would probably fit best at it as well as what they said, but which I really didn't understand. I guess I was the least whitewashed out of my siblings. No shade, TJ and Eric, love y'all. No shade. Destiny, I wouldn't say this. Nah, Destiny, you ain't whitewashed. Destiny, you ain't whitewashed. You are. I be hearing the stuff that you be playing on Ox sometimes, and I ain't say nothing, but I love you though. Those are my brothers and my sister. Sorry, I'm talking to them because they gonna watch this video. I'm gonna tell y'all to watch this as soon as I get off this video. But y'all gonna be my first little viewers. But sorry, excuse me. Sorry, just give me a second. I'll cut this part out. I'll figure out how to, if not, if you're watching this, I didn't figure out how to cut it out, and I'll figure it out for the next time. But back to what I was saying. My parents would have thought that I'd have benefited from an HBCU because I, for some reason, was the least whitewashed. Although, also, one night at dinner, I told my dad, because in 8th grade, we had been talking about slavery and some more reasons why they enslaved Africans and why they are, benefits, you know what I'm saying, of slavery from the U.S. point of view. That's who controls the mass media and who controls the schooling. Rich white male landowners to this day. It didn't go away. It just changed. Remember that. I'm not a hotep. I got real close to becoming one, and I said, "Hold up, Andre, you can't become one of them peoples." But there's some things that really ain't that bad. There's nothing wrong with knowing your history and knowing where you're from and being unapologetic about speaking about it and defending it. Remember that. Anybody got a problem with that? Got a problem with you? Period. But one day at the dinner table, I told my dad, we were talking about, I can't remember how we got on topic of it, and I told him maybe slavery wasn't all that bad. He told me he wanted to throw a plate in my face, but he wouldn't because he knew he'd go to jail. I deserved that plate in the face. I told him that over break this past, no, it was Thanksgiving break, not Christmas break, but Thanksgiving break I was home, and I first opened up to him, my mom, and his girlfriend about my spiritual journey that I'm on now. Well, been on, but this new level of awareness. And I told him about that too. And I told him, I was like, yeah, I deserved that plate. I deserved the full plate to face the food that was on it, everything. You know what I'm saying? Because who the fuck was I to say some shit like that? You know what I'm saying? For my ancestors. you know. Um, but what it took for me was coming to this PWI. Me saying earlier I was afraid of black people. I was truly afraid. Me coming to this PWI, me joining a white fraternity the first night that I got here. They recruited me, got me and some of my roommates drunk. Great time, had a great time. Great group of guys. All the values, moral standards. I love all of that, but it just wasn't it was not my tribe. It was not. And they're a great group of guys. They love me. I love them. But there were just some issues, and there were just certain things that I couldn't put up with. You know, nothing outright. They didn't out here call me the N word. They weren't out here, using hard R on me or anything like that. But using the soft A, not to me, but just in general, and that was an issue. Just to give it some perspective, them not respecting some of the things that they shouldn't do, them doing things that they shouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? I was not I was the token black person in a white fraternity, and that needed to stop. Right. I actually just recently left last Saturday. It hasn't even been a week. Tomorrow it'll be a week. So I left last Saturday. I was in there for a little over a year and maybe 2 months. And I had said that at the end of my last spring semester, I'd said I'd take the fall semester off, kind of, and I withdrew for about 50%, you know what I'm saying, from participation. And looking back, it was time. But no ill will towards them. Love them. But that was kind of like the biggest, that was the most recent step, that was one of the last things holding me back to that. Because just in this year that I've been here, being, like I said, West Tennessee, right next to Memphis, my roommates, I didn't know about the black population in Memphis, Tennessee, y'all. Why didn't y'all tell me about the black people in Memphis? I didn't know these people existed, bruh. All I knew about was the barbecue and Elvis. Whitewashed. I was whitewashed, bruh. That's what it was. I was whitewashed. I knew who Black Youngster was. I knew Moneybagg Yo. I knew Young Dolph. I didn't know him like that. But I came over here. My roommates from Memphis. I was so afraid. But now, they're my bros, bro. Like, y'all don't even know. Like, that's my family. Like, I went home. No shade to y'all in Cleveland. Y'all know I love y'all, but I'm speaking my truth. Y'all got a problem. Y'all can be the one dislike. But my people back in Cleveland, we kind of grew apart, and it's because they stayed at home. They're still really just the same people. A lot of the stuff I used to put up with, I don't put up with now, and a lot of things I put up with, it came from me putting up with it from them. They were the people that I would like, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't until I came here that I really was able to get away from that and see the issues with that. And so whenever I went home, it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same. So I don't spend time with them anymore. And it's no knock to them. Like I said, I still love them very much. But we grew apart, and that's normal for adults. You know what I'm saying? I get that I'm still very young, but I'm 19. I'm almost 20, and I'm at the point where I'm going through a lot of changes right now, and those are just some of the changes that I'm going through. I still mad love for the motherfuckers, mad love, and I'd like to think I know it goes both ways. But yeah, just I've really, really, really grown as a black person. I've come to love my skin. I'm unapologetically black. When I tell y'all, I don't play about that shit no more. You're not about to be passive racist around me. I've removed myself from situations. I don't go to certain parties anymore. I don't party actually anymore. I don't smoke weed anymore. I'll talk about that as well. I started September of last year, not 2019, but 2018. And I just stopped December 6th, 2019. So it's been a month and 11 days. And it's going great. I don't have an urge to smoke. Don't get me wrong. Do I love weed? Hell yeah. Who don't love weed? Weed's great. But it can mess up your life. And I truly think you can get addicted to it. And I got addicted to it. And it affected me in a negative way. And I had to stop. Speaking of stop, I'm going to go ahead and stop this video. It's 14 minutes in already, almost 15. Y'all don't want to hear me talk that long. But Yeah, because I can't think of anything else that I gotta say. I was gonna say, nah, fuck that. We're talking about black. But, no, yeah, I'm gonna keep talking. Fuck it, fuck it. If y'all got an issue, go ahead, hop off the video. But I'm gonna keep talking as long as I gotta talk because you're not finna silence me and my black. Anyway, sorry. I'm back at it, back at it, back at it. Take his hood off. Take his hood off. Shake, bitch. All right. So, another thing is kind of as a gay black man, I want to get back. I want to talk about that for a quick second too. For a little while, I was the token gay black guy. You know what I'm saying? And I was sassy, loud, outspoken, da 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 da. Roll my neck, talk, and there's nothing wrong with them people because you don't fuck with them motherfuckers because I whip your ass. You know what I'm saying? But I've come to realize that that's not who I have to be. That was who I thought I had to be because that was what I saw in the media, and that's one of the reasons why I also started this YouTube channel, so people can see that there's more sides to one coin. You know what I'm saying? There's really more than two sides to a coin. There's really that little third side on the little thing. Hey, that's a side. Side one, side two. But turn that bitch this way. You got a whole nother one. Right. It's got all them ridges. You know what I'm saying? So I just came up with that off the dome. That was actually really clever as fuck. But yeah, a lot of people apparently can't tell that I'm gay, but a lot of people also really can. And I feel that that's because I don't act a certain way. I act like me. People be like, "Oh, you act like such and such." I'm like, "No, the fuck I don't. I act like Andre." Also, I apologize for the vulgarity. I apologize for cussing. If y'all have an issue with that, I can't say it. I'll stop. But let me know that it's an issue. And if I see that a lot of y'all have an issue with it, I will cut back on that, of course, because that is disrespectful, especially if you are really wanting to watch my videos. I will cut back because that is really disrespectful for people who don't want to hear that. Sorry. But yeah, there are a lot of people who can't really tell, and it's because I'm me. I don't want to just act all crazy, but I can. I can get crazy. Don't try me. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of me being who I am was affected by kind of like my childhood. I was raised primarily by my dad. He raised us pretty much all our life. You know, like I said, my parents divorced in 2003. I was 3. And I have an older brother. He's 3 years older than me. And I have a younger brother. He's 13 months younger than me. I have a younger sister, 4 years younger than me. She just turned 16 January 7th. So y'all tell Destiny happy birthday. Love you, Destiny. But shout out to Eric and TJ. Love y'all too. And but she lives with our mom. And my brothers and I live with our dad. And so I was raised in a house full of men. My dad's a Marine. I had an older and younger brother. I was the middle gay black child in the hood in a Marine house. All right. So I know what's up. I'm not some little punk, you know what I'm saying? And that kind of trickled into me becoming who I am, you know? Because once I kind of really just embraced the fact that I was gay, because for a while I tried to, you know, stamp that out. And that, well, when I finally was able to embrace it, I finally was able to merge the two between being gay and just being me, you know what I'm saying? Being a man, you know what I'm saying? Because not to say that gay men aren't men, because we are men, and that's what makes us gay. Gay men are on the full spectrum. They can be whoever the fuck they want to be. But just the gay that, the stereotypical gay, the femme gay, and femme and mask, I'm right here. I'm me. Me is right here. They call that trade. All right, cool. You can call me trade if you want to. I don't really like labels. Just like for hair, I don't like the hair labels. But if you want to know, my hair's like a 3B, 3C. You know what I'm saying? They're not the best. You know what I'm saying? Labels are not the best, but at the same time, they do kind of help. So you kind of know. Because if you're a 4B looking for a 1A, it's just not gonna work. You need to know the label so that you can go ahead and find what you're looking for. So you're not watching a bunch of random little videos. You know what I'm saying? So they help. You know what I'm saying? But just don't use them to discriminate towards other people. Sorry. Anyways, back to being black. Also in the black community being gay, I was very worried coming here as well that I would be alienated But from what I found, nobody cares. I can't find a single person. I haven't had a single person on this campus have an issue with me being gay. Not one. Not a single one. And if they have, they ain't made it known to me. Lucky to them, because I don't play that. And I got plenty of folks out here that don't play that. And we can run right quick. We can run this fast. You know what I'm saying? But no, I haven't had any issues with that. Being black, that's been great. Being black on a white campus it's been an experience. When I first got here, I didn't really know anybody that was black. I only knew white people, hung out with white people, ate with white people, partied with white people. White boys party crazy, y'all. Don't get me wrong. We had some great times. I don't remember a lot of them, but we had some great times. But no, this semester, this year, really, I can fully say that I'm a member of the black community on the campus of UT Martin, and I'm proud of it. I'm active in our community. I'm known in our community. I have a good name in our community. You know what I'm saying? And just to see that, sociology was a very important class to me. I took it twice. I failed it the first time. That attendance policy was something else. My professor was a black woman from Texas, Dr. Anderson, Lindsay Anderson, best woman in the world. Love Dr. Anderson. Dr. Anderson, if you ever watch this, I love you so much. But she taught that class and she did it justice. And the second time I took it, I was not mad. The only time I was mad when the exam came around. You know what I'm saying? But I wish I was in there this semester. But I'm grateful I'm not. I passed it. And I almost didn't because I missed an exam, but that's T. She really taught me a lot as well. And a lot of the stuff that she taught me and how people interact with one another, because that's what sociology is, how people interact with one another, cultures, and how people move. You see how people move. People watching is a sociology type, you know what I'm saying, thing, activity. And that's what I do now. And just being able to see that and see the connection and see the mannerisms, you know what I'm saying, of the black community. White people when they're around black people in white settings, or, you know, just in general, it's completely blown my mind. And I'm loving every second of it. I'm learning every single day. I become more and more proud of being a black man in America every single day. Y'all ain't never gonna take the black out of me. I can't wait for the summer so I can get more black. You know what I'm saying? I used to hate the summer. I've always thought it was cool getting dark or whatever. I miss the summer. I miss feeling the sun on my face. Because these white folk out here walking around here in shorts and t-shirts and sandals. Bruh. It's 38 degrees. It can be 27. What you doing? You know what I'm saying? We out here hoodie. I got this from Walmart, by the way. Go get it. Hoodie, coat, toboggan, earmuffs, gloves. You know what I'm saying? It's so funny. It's so funny. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm rambling. I'm gonna hop off here. Thank you guys if you're here this long. I really do appreciate it. I really will start to shorten these videos. I'm gonna start writing notes, like I said, and that way we can get what we got to say, get it out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this and coming along with this journey with me. I really do appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you guys like, didn't like. Like I said, don't be rude. I'll put my social medias down there. Y'all hit me up on social media. I'd love that. It'd make my day. Yeah. Peace, love, prosperity. Love yourself. Love others. Save the turtles.